Our goal in financial services has been actually a very simple one. Can we be the financial life cycle partner to every Indian? So when you think about it from an early age, let's say you get your first job, you need a loan to buy a two-wheeler or a car or for your house. As you start making a little bit more money, you're buying fittings for your house, you need to insure that. Health becomes important, you start insuring your health. As you get into your 40s, you start saving some money, you need support with investments. So we decided that we would gradually, and this is from 2007, build out a whole set of companies providing loans, providing insurance, providing investment products. We are also very aware of the fact that as India is growing at multiple cylinders. There is a physical India, there is a digital India. And one of the unique opportunities in India is the digital public infrastructure that the government has driven now almost 20 years ago. And we have leveraged that digital capability by creating a set of digital platforms as well. So we have a digital marketplace for financial products called FinServ Markets. We have a digital health aggregator that aggregates the entire health ecosystem called Bajaj FinServ Health. And we have a digital stockbroking business as well. So whether a customer is coming in through physical channels or through digital channels, how can we provide them affordable, transparent, innovative products and solutions which will help them with their life. And we are fortunate that we are at a time here in India where as the economy grows between 6 and 8%, and we keep hoping that it will continue to grow on the higher side of that, financial services typically will grow at 2.5 times the real economy because it has to support each element of the real economy. And that's the story of Bajaj FinServ. It has been helping and it has been helped by the economy. So there's a near window and there's a medium to long-term window. The near window clearly has some challenges, keeping in mind that we've seen war in the global economy in the last few years, then the war in the Middle East in the last couple of months. We hope this ceasefire turns into a lasting peace. Its impact on inflation, on prices, will be seen in the next couple of quarters. But I believe that our government is also very sensitive to this and will provide the necessary support. The minute you go beyond a year, the opportunity far outcomes the challenges as we see it. Because our own entrepreneurism as a society, the fact that we have one of the largest middle-class consumers in the world, the talent that we have, and our ambition as people will make not the next 2 or 3 years only, but the next 20 years as India's opportunity in the world. And I'm very confident that we will see this playing out. You know, there are 3 pillars through which we see the opportunity as well as the challenges. The first is the overall economic growth. We are fortunate that we are not a Western economy that is growing at 1%, 1.5%, at best 2%, where the only way to outgrow versus your competitors is by taking market share. We are here where when you're looking at economic growth, nominal economic growth between 9 and 12%, it means that there are many segments that are growing at 15, 20, 25%. So there is fresh growth. The pie itself is getting larger. So that's the first important pillar to keep in mind. The second is competition is good. Otherwise you get lazy. The situation becomes boring. But of course you want rational competition. And I must say in the last 20 years that I've been overseeing our financial services businesses, we have by and large seen rational competition. The third pillar, which is very important and unique to India, and I talked about a little while ago, is our whole digital public infrastructure. It has enabled us across Bajaj Finance, our housing finance, Bajaj General, Bajaj Life Insurance, our platforms, to leverage technology, to leverage data, and more recent years to leverage AI, to provide a differentiated service, more intuitive offerings, more affordable solutions, better quality underwriting, better risk evaluation, and better offers to our customers. And this is what sets us apart. If I were to look at just the last year, over 50 million loans have been issued by us, over 60 million insurance policies. This large volume happens because of the kind of capabilities with the underlying DPI infrastructure we are able to offer. And as long as our teams continue focusing on this, continue innovating, continue transforming, we will stay a step ahead of the competition. Maintaining is no fun. We must increase gradually, but gradually, systematically, thoughtfully, in a rational way. Well, we have only recently announced that in addition to our mutual fund business on the investment side, we are now starting alternate assets as well. So later this year, we hope to launch a private equity business. We hope to launch a real estate fund as well. So this helps us with the customers that have deeper pockets, providing them again the set of solutions that will hopefully help them build their wealth in the coming years. Today for Bajaj Finance, as an NBFC and as an upper layer NBFC is the largest one actually in the country, in the private sector at least, we compete with banks in almost every line of business. And we've managed to grow well, we've managed to grow conservatively and profitably. More importantly, as I mentioned, our economic growth is expanding the pie, but so are we consciously. In the last 5 years, we have brought in over 25 million Indians into the formal financial system by offering them their first loan, taking them away from the money lender, bringing them into the more organized finance, helping them build their credit score. And that's how we are able to get a whole set of new customers as well. So when I look at the next 10, 20 years, and by 10, 20 years, I think the next 10 years, our goal clearly is like what my forefathers used to talk about, that build business, but also try to do societal good. And the two together work well. So our aim would be, today I believe that we cater to the needs of 1 in 3 households in India. Our goal in the next 10 years is to be present in every household in India. We are very clear, whether it's our last 100 years or the next 100 years, strong values help you build transparency with the customer, helps you build stickiness and loyalty with your employees, and helps you as a result in providing long-term reward to your shareholders. So our value system is non-negotiable.